Hello, everybody. Welcome to BioLife TV. This is your host, mon général Jeff Makayabo, Tata Bilanga Bio. Mwana Musalaba Congolais at Dallas, here to serve you. I'm gonna play the role of a journalist. I'm gonna try to use my right as a citizen, and of course to fight for the right for my origin country, which is DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. We welcome you guys to spend this time with us to discuss and what is the interest of Democratic Republic of Congo after the United States 2020 election. We know we just are few hours away to see and to vote who's gonna run the country. When we wake up Wednesday morning, the 4th, we're gonna know who's gonna be the new president. Are we gonna recommend Donald Trump, or we're gonna vote him out, or we're gonna welcome in Joe Biden? We're gonna vote him in. We don't know that individual, that personal, but we are encouraging you to go to vote, to exercise your right. But today's show, we're gonna really focus in Congo, our origin country, where we came from, the biggest country in the center of Africa. It used to be called Zaire. Now it's the Republic Democratic of Congo. Today's show, I have three guests. I'm gonna go out there thank Raf Ngindu, the owner of this place, this studio, and at the same time thank everybody who are part of the BioLife TV. Khadija Bonzinga, the FBI of Congolese Press, Darcel Easy, Kevin Loss, Hervé Lueso, Cédric Mona. I have to thank them for everything they're doing for BioLife TV, to go out there on hard time, the sun, walk without transportation in our country's condition at this moment. They're sacrificing a lot for you guys to receive all the information, all the activity going on in Congo, and of course in the mix with what we're doing here. Let me introduce you to our guest of tonight. Junior Bonpetit, who's representing Donald Trump campaign, Victor Paku, Justin Buin. All three being originally from Congo, living in the United States of America. They will have the right to go vote, or they may influence their family and friends to go act on their right of vote. So let's start today with Junior Bonpetit. Can you introduce yourself? Who are you and what you do? Thanks a lot, mon général Makayabo, Tata Bilanga Bio. My special thanks to Raf Ngindu, the engineer, for everything you're doing for our community. Knowing about the subject that was given to us, I hope that we're gonna be really up there to satisfy or to interact with you guys about this very important subject. I am Junior Bonpetit, founder and president of Congolese for Trump. That's a movement that is we created, me and my friend Alain Ribariba. We are there to support and to try to help Mr. Trump to be elected, as well other members. Thank you, mon général Makayabo. I am Mr. Victor Paku, resident in Dallas, Texas, originally from Congo. Thank everybody for being there, and we will appreciate your comment or your like, and we're hoping that we're gonna have a good time, good talk. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Paku. The next guest and the last, it's Mr. Justin Buin. Thank you, mon général Makayabo. I am Mr. Justin Buin. I will take this moment to say hi and then say thank you to all our compatriots, for all everybody's from Congo, living in Texas, and we appreciate this opportunity. Hoping that we're gonna have a good conversation. At the same time, being original from Congo, living in the US, I would like to bring the light. I would like to help our friend and family to really focus on this subject, and then maybe they're gonna have, I can share that light with them to exercise their right of vote, because everywhere we go there is law that we have to follow. So as having this opportunity, being in this country, this great country, the now it come time for us to exercise our right. And also more general, we Congolese from Congo living in the United States, this is our time, our duty to exercise our right. Thank you, everybody. Now our audience know who they're dealing with. A special thank you again to BioLife team in Congo. Today's show, we're gonna talk about the Congolese interest after, after the outcome of the 2020 U.S. election. That's why I have chosen to break it down by 5 points due to the importance of the subject matter. First point, we're going to talk about the 2020 U.S. election. And second, we're going to talk about Congolese behind Mr. Donald Trump. Mr. Junior Bompeti is there, and you see how he put Congolese name on his hat. So we're gonna discuss about it. He's gonna break it down since he's representing Donald Trump campaign. Third, we're gonna make an assessment. We're gonna talk about the mandate report. Since we know that Mr. Trump has been there for 4 years already, and then we're gonna see what kind of influence this assessment report will help us, or Junior Bompeti gonna explain us and convince the audience to get some voter for Donald Trump. Fourth, we're gonna take you back home in Congo. We're gonna discuss about Minembwe, that a subject who's really in the focus of our actuality at this moment, and at the same time go to talking about Dr. Mukwege, the Nobel Peace Prize, with everything around him. And we're gonna end with the last point, if we have enough time, talk about the education. What is the importance of the education here in America or back home? We know the status of education nowadays in Congo. People don't have access to the education, or if they have, it's not in good condition. The parents have to pay. There is strike all the time. There is attack. There is insecurity. All this stuff, as well as living here. How we can educate our kids, how we can talk about our home to our kids who are born in America. They consider themselves American, which not a big problem, but we try, what can we do as parents to teach them about where we come from, so they'll be knowledgeable about their origin. Mr. Junior Bompeti, what is this choice of having your organization named after a country? You have Congolese for Trump. As a Congolese as original for Congo, I don't feel like I have to vote for someone. I think you engaging the country or for a particular for an individual instead of the country. What kind of idea? What was your reason, you and your group, for this matter? The way it seems, it looks like all Congolese, all Congolese living in France, Japan, Brazil, or here in the US are supporting Donald Trump. Don't you think you kind of went a little bit far, try to represent the whole country behind one individual, one person? What is the reason? How can you explain that? Thank you very much, mon général. Me, as original from Congo, I think me and my friends, we also have the right to represent our country of origin. So we decided to name it that way. Uh, Congolese for Trump is a platform where who was missing because as a community we need to organize ourselves. God made that we can be here. Some came here through different reasons, different way, asylum, refugee, or a green card, or through marriage, or through school, everything. But we are here, our community is not well represented, but we just there to cry about what can we get this, how can we do this, but we're not doing anything. As far I'm concerned, the community, we're not doing anything to influence all those politics so that they can look at us, so they can consider us. Sam was born here and they're American today. And you just, as your introduction, the subject of our discussion today, the issues, the importance of the United States, the influence the United States have around the world. So, Mr. Junior, let's give a chance to our other guests to have a chance to respond on that because you say Congolese for Trump, it's not engaging everybody. You have a right for that purpose, but personally, I think like you're engaging everybody. You could at least name it, maybe get a private name and then saying that because it's not everybody are behind Trump. So let give them a chance to have something to say about it. Mr. Victor Paku or Mr. Justin Bouin, you're welcome to jump in. Once again, thank you, Mon General. I think the vote is a right. We have to vote. People have the citizenship, have to go to vote. But you need to know whom you give, you cast your vote. That's the question. I would like to say something. When I see that my brother is saying Congolese for Trump, he could also say Congolese for Biden because there is two challenger. There's Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And here, don't forget that we are all immigrants. And Congolese just englobe everybody. It's showing like it's engaging the whole community. Oh, we know there is two candidates. And I'll be back on that because we don't have enough time. So I can let Mr. Justin to intervene. Yes, Mr. Win. Yes, I think being an American, I mean Congolese living in the United States, having that citizenship, it's the right to vote. Then this right doesn't engage your origin country because everything the new president gonna do, all his action will influence our country. So first of all, American president fight for the country from the United States. It doesn't mean that we have to engage our country. Yes, Mr. Justin, let me take it from there because what we just say it's important. It's just gonna bring us to our second question, which is, Mr. Bompeti, you just say you are campaigning for Donald Trump, and the question was, what about if he lost? That takes us to our next question. So, Mr. Bompeti, if now Donald Trump lost, what's gonna become your group? See, I'm not refusing. I'm not against that. Anybody can go out there, create its group. Name is Congolese for Biden. I'm wide open. The thing is just we just sitting there waiting for somebody else to do, and then we're gonna go up there just being oppose his idea or ideology. Hey, go out there, create a group for Biden. It's not a big deal, because both of them are winning. One gonna win. Yes, Mr. Macayabo, let me tell you something. I'm going to go back to what Mr. Justin said. Look, we are not here to just go out there, waste people time and try to create something new. But we need to improve what has been created before. We live in America. We live in this society which is well developed and organized and than any other country that we know, especially where we're from. So it's up to us to look up to them, copy what they're doing so we can improve our situation. Because I'm thinking if we all get organized and we group ourselves in, we made ourselves in groups, we go up there like 5,000, 10,000, we go out there on this town hall in Irving or Euless that we're gonna vote. That's the way they're gonna see us, that we are organized. That's the only way they're gonna respect us. But all we do is just doing little stuff. America is a capitalist country. See, what you bring on the table, that's what they're gonna see. You give something, you get something. You know, all we do just all out there, we're gonna go do a strike over there, and then before you know it, you leave your memo and then put it in the trash. We're not getting listened to. So we need. Can we today compare our Congolese community to other community, like say Nigerian, Japanese, and Indian? Because this community doesn't exist. We're not respected because, you know, as long we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, just go out there, party or doing church or going assist people lost their family member. We're not doing anything else to be involved in this country. We're not gonna go nowhere. But we need to be organized. Let's say you go to the town hall in Euless or in Irving to we never seen anybody from Congo there. We just seen people from Indian, Asian, but we not represented it. That's why we need our group is what kind of activity the community does, let's say from January to December, beside just like a party or church or going assist to somebody who's a funeral or stuff like that. We're not doing anything, guys. We have a lot of stuff we can do. COVID-19 came out. What the community did for that. I mean, we got school, we got integration for the family, the newcomer. We have people are graduating for high school, or they cannot find a university or college to go. Parents suffering individually. As a group, we're not doing it. The community, that's one of the rule of the community. They can bring everybody together when it comes to those matters. Not only death, not only church on Sunday, not only party on the weddings. You know, we got other stuff we can do. English speaking, an example. We came from a French, a bunch of dialects, and then French speaking country, and we come here. People are hard time they're gonna do it
as I said earlier.
That's why
everything, all action our American president will do, all decision he make, it's for the benefits of the United States. But it's up to us Congolese to get organized so we can see how we can go to the new leader to played our case. But those leaders, we cannot be limited. We cannot choose one or the other. We need to see the leader in general, because we can campaign today, but the person, all Congolese people for Trump or Biden, what about if he lost? And where are we at this moment? So I'm thinking when you engage the whole community, we have to support both. Leave people a choice to go to help.
We need to encourage ourselves, our brother and sister, to be engaged politically, so that's what we need to see. We need to see a mayor of this town, or a governor, or chief of police, or school board from Congo. I mean, that way they can represent us. We can bring them our issue. Not only back home in Congo, even right here in the US, how many Congolese people cannot get where they need to go because they got no knowledge, or because they don't have any support, you know? Because as Congolese, we're not like one people, one population. We don't have any weight. Yeah, we have about more than 5,000 just right here in Tarrant County, but we're not exercising our vote. But now that we are
getting hooked up with the Republican. We show them what we can bring on the table. We have been listened to. We've been talking to them, and then they listening to us. This is brother Junior. I see your enthusiasm, and I truly appreciate you. You know, on my side business, what I do in my farm when I harvest or plant or when we got a lot of activity. I mean, a guy like you, we can really use you. You can really come to help to our company, our farm business, our family farm business, Daydream Farm, because the way you talk, when you engage, when you like something, you put your not only your body, you put your soul into it. So, hey, our door is welcome. After this election, if you got time, you can, come to your border. I mean, look it up, help us, so we can use that motivation, that energy, so we can put our name out there. That's one way also to make ourselves know. Yes, I would like to add something. He said that the Congolese community doesn't exist. I will tell you, the Congolese community exists. It does exist. The percentage, I don't know, but yes, we exist. Yes, excuse me, Mr. Victor. Let me intervene on this one. He's saying that it's not saying that we are not integrated in this society or the community doesn't exist completely. Yes, the community exists, but what he's saying, we as a population, as people, as a group, we like to throw a wrench in our in each other gear. You know what I'm saying? We kind of jealous on each other. We don't like what this guy or the other one do. We don't support each other. I mean, the community exists, but we're not well organized. That's what I'm getting from what Mr. Bopeti is saying. But since they are on that group, in the little group, they're Congolese for Trump group, and they've been talking to them. They can see the light. They try to get everybody or to get involved, but the issue is just because they're choosing one person instead of going behind the whole country. So as far as the community, yes, he's admitting that the community exists, but we are not just well involved as other community. At the same time, I'll say shout out to whoever's running the community at this moment, even though we are criticizing the community, but we know the community has always existed. The community exists, and at this moment, even if me personally or some of us are not really involved in the community, we know that there is some people over there, they're working their butt off to go out there to work for the community. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for what you're doing. But all we're saying is just like it's not enough. Knowing the value of our country. We have Congo is one of the rich country, not if I say the richest country in the world, but yet we're living in the poverty. Golly, I'm just don't even have a word to explain that. But you know what I'm saying, This is just an opportunity offered to us. Since we're going through those elections, we can come as a community. You know what? Congolese for Trump, Congolese for Biden, or Congolese for whoever. Let all go as a community, even if in a group. But at the end of the day, that's going to be in the interest of our country, instead of just complaining. And at that time, where's the interest of Congo? We are all Congolese. We need to come off the truth. We all know the truth about the Congo, about our country. The country is not working. The country is not doing well. But we're not going to be just hypocrites saying like some other people say, yes, the country is doing well. This is just lying to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's be truth and honest to each other. We are here. We have a chance. This the moment, this kind of time is the moment for us to come together, to leave our little stuff left and right, believe or anything. Come together, choose one side or the other side, one or the other side, go out there, support whoever win, and then we know that a group of us support him. They're going to look back. Yes, those people, this country, they help us. All those communities doing that, Angola, Rwanda, Zambia, India, you just name it. Them down there in Congo, they don't know. But we here, we know better. But we're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? We cannot just staying here enjoying what all the people sacrifice to get. We're just gonna enjoy it knowing that our family back there, our country, where we're gonna go back, where our kids will go back, or you know what I'm saying? It's just inexplicable.
I will say this: your initiative for what you call Congolese for Trump, we just think it's just a little organization. It's a private organization. You cannot represent the whole country, you know.
We are all Congolese. We need to, I mean, we need to come up with the truth. You know, we all know the truth about the Congo, about our country. The country is not working. The country is not doing well. But we're not going to be just hypocrites saying like some other people say, yes, the country is doing well. People, I mean, this is just lying to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Let's be truth and honest to each other. You know, we are here. We have a chance. This the moment. This kind of time is the moment for us to come together. You know, to leave our little stuff left and right, believe or anything. Come together, choose one side or the other side, one or the other side. Go out there, support whoever win, and then we know that a group of us support him. They're gonna look back. Yes, those people, this country, they help us. All those communities doing that: Angola, Rwanda, Zambia, India. You just name it. You know, them down there in Congo, they don't know, but we here, we know better. But we're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? We cannot just staying here enjoying what all the people sacrifice to get. We're just gonna enjoy it knowing that our family back there, our country, where we're gonna go back, where our kids will go back, or you know what I'm saying? It's just inexplicable.
We are gonna judge Mr. Donald Trump by the result. You know, during his 4 years being president, what was the result? So we can just say first, your initiative Congolese for Trump is just for you know. But Mr. Donald Trump, if I have to vote for him or I have to encourage somebody to vote for him, I need to know, I need to see the result for what he did for last 4 years. But your association doesn't engage the whole community. You can name it to a different name, like we said in the beginning. You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna say this. You know, to be integrated in the country, yes, we are and we are doing it. The proof is there. We have a U.S. Army veteran. You know, Mr. McHerbo, you defend your country, you defend United States of America very well. You are an example that we can talk about and we can be proud about. You know, you are originally from Congo, but yet nowadays you serve this country, you serve America with proud. Look at you now, you are a veteran. You know, if that's not an integration, what is this? If it's not that you are involved in this country, what we're gonna call this? You know, this is not something you're doing for Congo. You did that for United States of America. But we, as originally from Congo, we are proud about it. So that go against what he's saying. That means even if you did that individually, but you still from Congo, you know. So we proud about it. Besides that, we got sport, professional sport. We got who's Mutomboli Kembe. He may not be American, but he represent the Congo. He didn't get being rich for being in Congo. He has been here and he live here. He represented where the Congo in the NBA, the high level. Okay, we got plenty all the sport, professional sports are out there. We got Ibaka, we got all those people, you know. We got doctors, we got professor, we got scientists, you know. So you saying that we're not doing well here, or I don't know. We have kids who was born here. We got a friend and family member who has been married to American citizen, you know. Like what the brother is just talking about is just a little initiative, a little organization. Like for instance, me as a Congolese man, I didn't know about this organization. So we cannot engage the whole country. But if Mr. Bupendi could have been said that we are limited as community instead of saying we doesn't exist. I disagree with that. Yes, we need to improve ourselves. Yes, we need to go over the lawmaker, the decision maker, to make our voice heard. So that I understand. Or kind of turn ourselves or encourage each other to go toward the politician or the politic, because let's look back home. The politic became like we just have like the straight politic. I mean, people trying to get rich just by talking about this and about that in politics, but they're not exercising politics the
That's
way
what
it is. We see everybody is involved in politics or get attracted to politics back home. But here in the United States, going by separate group, that's really decreasing our chance. We need to go as a group so we don't have decreased our force. But if only one person have an initiative to show that we can go to a leader who can support our country, then they need to explain us what is our interest. You know, at this point we can understand, because my principle, as my name say, I said in the introduction, someone who have seen the light is the one go where there's darkness so that they can light up the area. Okay, if it's possible, we can go to them, talk to them, discuss with them, asking them what is the benefit, what is the interest of our Congo, face to our country situation at this moment. Because the U.S. at this moment has a lot of influences in foreign politics. Right? We can talk to ourselves what happened in the east of our country. It's not something that they don't know. So we need to go toward them to explain ourselves as other people are doing in our place. So that way we can know what is the benefits from Trump or from Biden for Congo. Or yet, so they can strike out in the back. Because I mean, I saw U.S. representative out there. Thank you. As I said before, voting isn't a personal engagement. If I ask my friend Junior, the outcome of Donald Trump for this last 4 years, he's gonna say it was positive. You know, if we go back from where it took the power, if you look, let's say, for instance, that COVID-19 will hit the world. Look at the number of deaths in the United States. When that thing came out, our president, his candidate, Donald Trump, he really denied that COVID-19. He downplayed the COVID-19 until he got sick himself, and then now we're talking about it. Look the result now. A lot of people now, we beating the record of the world of COVID-19 death and contaminated. So, I'll take a second case. For instance, for Minembwe, we have our brother and sister in east of Congo. What can we expect from Mr. Trump? Even if we look what happening here in America, how life is in America. How our friend and sister are suffering back there. How many black people have been killed in the United States of America? I just took all the couple example just to say that when we're gonna go vote, we need to be honest and realistic. We need to see what the job, what is the result, what the person did. The U.S. is it's all. We got different culture. We got different people from different countries. That's what make the strength of this country. So to go vote for a president, you need to see what that person did or how he can do for everybody else. Thank you, Mr. Paku. As you say, but now we know that Junior Bopeti, your candidate, Donald Trump, is the one is in charge of the country. But we know what happened and how can we vote for a person like that compared to his opponent, Mr. Joe Biden. He's been in the backstage of all the president, but Donald Trump was in charge of the country. We know the result. We've seen racism go back in ways. The Ku Klux Klan, the KKK went back up. We had kids in the first year when he took the power. We see everything, all the manifestation happening in the world. His assessment is really negative. It's not only for me. It's really putting you out there so that you can sell your president. Talk about Donald Trump. You the one want people to vote for him. This is your opportunity to talk to our people or our audience out there who's watching, so they can, whoever want to change his mind the last minute or whatever, can vote for him. We've seen a lot of stuff, people having like natural catastrophe, and the president come over there, throw toilet paper like he was playing game when people are feeling bad, when people are down. That's not really the leadership to me. But that's just my personal opinion. But this is the time for you to explain to the audience what you can say. I think when we talk about his assessment or the result of his 4 years, Donald Trump economically, yes, he did some stuff, some positive stuff. People has job and all this stuff. It's great. But when we talk about different case, an example, we talk about immigration, we know the disaster. We all know and seen how it's been blocking a lot of law, a lot of decision that is on people that is working with. How many people really quit the job in Washington, D.C. under his presidency? We saw another case, talking about all those manifestations. You, a president, you're going to ask the National Guard. I mean, Mr. Maccabi, you've been in the military, getting military to come down to take place of the duty of, police duty for the military. Yeah, even if how he block those law or give granted to people to have the citizenship or to come in America legally. We all seen that, you know. And I truly remember when it come to African problem, Donald Trump say those are the shit country, you know. How can I vote for a person like that who don't have any moral? I have that. I can't. I don't see how. No way. No how. No now. No even ever. How am I gonna support this guy? You know. Yes, Mr. Justin. I think when it comes to that matter, when he say things like that, the shit whole country. Me personally, I took it very, very wrong. For being from Congo, came here too the way I came, uh, put myself out there, lift my right hand to serve the United States of the U.S. Army, and then yet the commander of chief gonna go out there talk about my country where I come from or my people that's the country the shithole country. I didn't like it. I truly until now I don't know what to say. I don't even want to think about it. But at that moment, I remember I put a picture of my family out there on my Facebook saying that yes, Mr. Trump, I came from a shithole country, but I serve this country with pride. a lot of people or American people didn't do and will never done. So you're gonna go out there, criticize where I came from, calling people names and like that. I really didn't. I took it personally. I mean, it was sad. I mean, those are the kind of things people will remember all the time when it come to make a decision. You know. Come on, Junior, come on. You need to know when you do something or you say something, people are watching, they're not stupid, they're not dumb. They know better, you know. When it comes to DV lottery or immigration, it's not about the president. You know, when it comes to the refugee, it's about the Geneva Convention. So this is the country. It's not one person. You know, it's not like Donald Trump allow people to become like an asylum in this country or the lottery DV. That's not how it works. You know, let make it clear. Yes, let's go back about our country. Let's talk about the Minembwe that has been proclaimed now like a small town or whatever. That question, that Minembwe question, is not only for yourself, Junior Bompetis. It's for all of us. And you know, if it's not, it doesn't interest you or you have nothing to say, we can just pass it on to somebody else. Yes, mon general. I would say we should at least close that subject because before we go to Minembwe. But what I will say about Minembwe, people are dying over there. That U.S. ambassador who went over there in complicity with some of leader of Congo in absence of the president, it's just tricky. We don't really understand how this thing has been going. Okay, Junior. So what this U.S. ambassador found himself in Minimbo? What was the reason of it being over there? No, more general. He was out there for just for a trip, a peace rally. He was out there for the peace, the same way it was in my own country, my own tribe in Equateur, you know, in Ecuador. So that's why he end up over there in Minembwe. And he haven't been there the same time where your Secretary of State was out there. He came there 2 days after. You need to have proof on what you guys saying. Yes, but Victor Paco, who's the president actually? Donald Trump. The ambassador? He work who does he work for? I mean, he represent the actual president. So, Bompeti, I'm sorry, your candidate, his representative is out there, you know, trying to split country, dividing country or creating trouble. We all know that. Okay. Now we need to speak up now so American people can understand what's going on overseas, the truth. Because we from there, we know. We have relatives from there, we know. This country is so messed up at this moment. Yes, they will call us a shithole country, but yet we, American, included all those other countries in Europe, we going over there creating trouble. You know what I'm saying? We have to have the courage to say that, to tell it as it is. So people can understand, they can vote some law that gonna help us not to, I mean, to avoid to create this kind of tension because people are dying over there. I'm sorry, personally, if my wife, my daughter, or my sister is not killed or raped in east of Congo, I mean, but I know people who are the friend. I mean, I know people they lost their family members, they lost their parent, and it's very, very sad. We need to talk about it. And all this is part of the assessment or the report of the 4 year of Donald. Junior, it's not only what you see or what they tell you that's the truth, you know. I mean, they can organize something like it doesn't mean. I mean, all those stuff, all those movement or all those meeting, it doesn't happen one day. So be so be it. He was there 2 days later, but what did he? I mean, who mandated him to go over there? You know, but you don't know what going under the table. We all know that. Guess what? People are watching us. They're gonna judge us. They know the story better than we do. Especially Congolese people. They know. They're smart. They're gonna comment in the bottom. I'm gonna finish up saying this. You know, allow me to finish. If we get organized, if we go behind Mr. Donald Trump, You know, we put ourselves, we show the value of ourselves. You know, like you can go sell your product for your farming product in Congo without paying tax. You know, you know what? So this show is very important for the people who's gonna follow us. They need to know we are in some hours. I mean, couple days for this election. You know, we don't need to miss this opportunity. Father, you have kids. For the future of our kid, you need to vote Donald Trump. You know, for the Republican politic of conservation. You know, we need President Donald Trump. Is the only president who celebrates Jesus' name openly. You know, we Congolese, we are Christian. Jesus is the king. He recognized Jesus. The second, it is against the gay. It is against all this stuff. President Trump is for the economy, for the people. He never been in Africa. He never put his feet in Africa. We need Donald Trump assistant. We need his genius idea. You know, whoever want to be for Biden, you'll get organized. That's not my problem. You know, we're going to come next time so the Congolese can be mayor. Congolese can be like you serve this country, like all those different countries like Indian, Nigerian. We need people. Don't stay in the back. If you know, call us. You want to go vote. You don't know how to do. Contact Mr. Rafingindo. He can show you how to go to vote. The passport that you have, that's your voice. That's what, that only one voice can help Donald Trump to win. Where we are, we need to be together and strength to get out the ghetto. And there's gonna help us for Congo. It's not a God, but it's gonna be our partner. Thanks a lot, Mon General. I thank you for this invitation, for this subject. I think my friend on my side, Victor, Congo is for Congolese. Nobody else gonna come in the country to help us. Congo, it's us, American origin from Congo. We cannot trust anybody, Donald Trump or Joe Biden. They're gonna come for their own interest. Because that's why if we're suffering now, we lost over 12 million people in the east of Congo. That because that's their goal. They're financing the war so that people can die to free up space so they can get our natural resource for free. You know, Congolese people, organize ourselves. Our country needs us. Thank you very much. Let be this occasion be the first but not the last. Thank you to our friends who put the time, sacrifice this time to follow us, you know. But to vote, voting is the right, but you need to see what you've done. The country development is not gonna depend on Donald Trump to go help people in the East. The Congolese development is gonna depend on us. We are here. If we are together, if we put our strength together and we want our country to go forward, it's up to us. And not a foreign politic. Thank you. Thanks a lot, brother and sister, friends, family, or audience. You out there who follow us. We thank you for your assistance to have that passion to listen to us. I mean, this is the first, the show, the debate was in French and Lingala, but I did my best to translate in America, but we try to keep it in simple with strong African accent, targeting our African borders first, and the same time American people who understand English can understand us, what we're saying, what are we talking about. It's about America, but of course we recognize America influence everybody, I mean all those countries around the world. You know, it doesn't mean you have to be just a citizen to be involved in this election. We truly appreciate y'all for your time, and we're hoping that we're gonna receive some reaction from you guys, and we promise we're gonna do our best so we can meet next time, and we're gonna go do the same thing to all most of our video at the BioLife TV to find some time to translate in English and in French so other people can understand what we're doing, can comprehend what's going on in our country. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye.